Hi guys, it's McDaggers here, and today I'll be doing a uh, Cataclysm PvP tier list, like in my own experience as rogue, and I've been playing now a lot of like Cata PvP, battlegrounds and arenas too. So let's get into it. First of all, let's put all the tanks in the D tier except for one, which we'll talk about soon. Mm, there's the D. Well, I guess you could argue that nah, Guardian Druid definitely also there. Let's not even start talking like that. But there is one tank spec that I would argue is at least a solid mm, A tier in PvP in Kata, especially right now with the high amount of health points that people have and mastery that you play with Blood DK. The blood barrier is absolutely ridiculous. Like I've been playing with my Blood DK and I played arenas and I had like a couple of arena matches with a 2v1 situation where I clutched the game and killed the healer and the damage included. So definitely I'll put it in A tier and people I hope that people will leave comments if they disagree with me and leave like good arguments why I'm wrong in the video. But let's continue. Uh, Frost DK. I'll put it in the A tier also with Blood DK. It has good burst. Like in my opinion, it's less tanky than Unholy DK and Blood obviously, but the burst damage is absolutely ridiculous if you play it right. Like okay, in this tier list, I wanted to include like how hard is it to like pull off and play consistently like good games. Uh, Frost DK, maybe I would put in even B tier just because I see a lot of hunters in arena, and I think that hunters are pretty annoying to deal with as a DK, especially as a Frost DK. But yeah, I'll put it in B, and I'll put Unholy DK has incredible burst damage, has a solid like defensive toolkit against everything, especially casters. But I wouldn't put it in S tier. You will see sooner or later why in the video. But yeah, Unholy is pretty much like a mix of Blood and Frost put in one. But me personally, I don't like it because I hate the pet AI in the classic WoW games. It's pretty bad. Then we can go Druid. Well, depends on how you look at it because I think Boomy is very solid when you go to battlegrounds with it. A lot of AoE damage. You got the uh, solar beam for the mass silence. Mm, a good flag carrier. But if I think like I main rogue in arenas and obviously in PvP overall. So if I see a boom in arena, I will. It's a pretty much easy win for me because I won't lose to a single boomy in arena, and you can see my clips what happens to boomies when they queue against me in arena. So I'll definitely put boomy C. That's just my opinion. Not even trolling. But Feral Druid, definitely S tier. Absolutely bonkers. So dumb. So dumb. I don't know what's the point with the class that it just put when you play Feral, you just stun, put dots, and kite. That's all you fucking do, or sit in bear. Absolutely ridiculous. But definitely S tier. I've never played Feral Druid. But when I play with my rogue against it, very annoying. For the fairy fire, deals very good with rogue, and rogue. I play a lot of rogue mage. It's pretty annoying because we like to target healers, obviously, and when we queue against ferals, we can't sheep them. So yeah, feral is definitely S tier for me at least in kata. Mm, Resto Druid. To be honest, I haven't seen a lot of Resto Druids in arenas, and when I've seen them, they usually die pretty easy. But that's just because of, I play rogue mage, and we with the guy I've been playing, we've been playing our whole lives together. I'm 26 years old right now. I started playing WoW when I was like 7 years old. So you can imagine how long we've been playing together. But Resto Druid, I think, in like if you know how to play Resto Druid, I think it could definitely be. Mm, I'll put it in B for sure. I think when Mist of Pandaria comes out eventually, it will be bumped up. But right now, usually tier lists, like most of the classes, should land here, like in the middle. So yeah, I'll definitely put that there. I'll actually do every healer class first. Uh, D tier. I don't even need to say anything about it. Uh, Resto Shaman. Me personally, I like Resto Shaman a lot. I've never been good playing it, but it's good like alt that I've been trying to learn. But definitely Resto Shaman I would place definitely a solid A tier. A good healer with a lot of good comps you can play in twos and threes. Then we go Disc Priest, definitely S tier. If you have a good Disc Priest and you know how to keep yourself alive under pressure, and then when you have a chance to be offensive and you know how to actually do some damage, it's pretty bonkers how good actually the Disc Priest is. And every like priest spec is good because of the fear. The fear doesn't break ever. It's absolutely dumb. Is that all the healers? No, I should have Holy Pala. Holy Pala definitely S tier. Like Paladin, my favorite class to play, including like with the rogue. Holy is good because you get the freedoms and everything. I don't think we need to go over it. Has like too deep. Every paladin spec is good except for prot in PvP. But yeah, now we go to the deeps. We can go. I'll go. Fury Warrior is definitely. If I place Boomy in C tier, now listen, guys. I'll bump it up like this because Boomy and Fury ain't on the same level. Fury Warrior, like always, I don't like it in PvP. Yeah, if I see a like Fury War in PvP, I'll whisper him with my rogue and ask why aren't you as arms or protection, because Fury is a PvE class. Not even that. I never see Fury Warrior everywhere, like anywhere. Then mm, demo demo lock. I don't see any demo locks in PvP, so I can actually like go. I don't have any information to give you because I never see demo locks in PvP. Okay, now it starts to get a bit tricky. I'll definitely put Ench Shaman. Sorry for all the chads who made it, but in PvP, when I see a Ench Shaman with my rogue, you will get clipped. That's for sure. Arcane Mage, again, in PvE might work, but PvP, I don't see any. Okay, now it starts to get interesting. So for me, which one should I go? We go BM Hunter actually, because I never see them in PvP. I've maybe seen a couple, and I'll actually put that there. Absolutely like dog feces. Marksmanship Hunter. We go with the hunters, but now I think with survival and marksmanship. I think marksmanship, like Hunter with a sub rogue, is definitely like a pretty solid comp. But the hunter mainly, it's a good class to play. But you need to be a guy who's like consistent with the traps and landing the traps and using them at the right time to get the like stun locks on the enemy. So it's not definitely like the easiest class to play and pull off. But like again, capable hands, definitely a big stump class. I'll maybe put both of them. Yeah, in A tier, definitely. Okay, the Destro Lux. I gotta put it here. I think in B tier. I've seen some, but in arena, like Shadow Priest and Varlocks, they suffer from the like same weaknesses. You need to train them down and shut them down, in order to like win the match. They're a pretty easy class to shut down. So definitely I'll put also Shadow Priest in B tier. But with the Affliction Varlock, I'll definitely put it over because the amount of dots and the constant slow that you get with the lock, it's absolutely ridiculous. I've been always playing a like melee class, so when I have to play against a lock without a paladin, that can use a freedom on me, I'm always sweating my ass off in order to stay on top of them. Okay, guys, let's now put the obvious here. S tier, sub rogue. I don't need to go any deeper with it. I'm a pretty bad player overall, but you can go check my clips how I play against other players, and then you can go look at guys like Peekaboo and actually like Naj and whoever other rogues there are who are way more better than me. But yeah, definitely S tier in Kata. Absolutely, like very good, solid, pretty easy to play. And Fire Mage, I'll put it in S tier. Even though Fire Mage, it's a pretty meme class when you think about it, because if you don't get any crits and like procs, you're dead. You're absolutely dead. But when you get the big combustion dots and someone doesn't dispel the dots, it's pretty. It you will die. Someone will die. You can't out heal that type of burst damage if you play with a sub rogue in arenas. It's just not possible. Frost Mage, I'll definitely put in S tier also. Like the amount of control and the burst damage that you can put out with the Frost Mage, it's very good. And the survivability with the 2 blocks that you can use, it's very good in like BGs and arenas. Remember, guys, this is for like arena and BGs, because world PvP isn't a thing anymore. We can all just hope that it changes with MOP. Okay, so we're at the patch 4. Wait, let me check, guys. We're at the 4.4.2, where rogues can get the legendary daggers. So I'll put the. Wait, which one's which? I think this is combat. Maybe? In PvP scenario, definitely very bad. Don't like it at all. But with this patch, assassination is definitely gonna get a bump up to S tier. You'll see people hitting 100k envenoms with the daggers once we get the unlimited conquest. Okay, now we come with the controversial ones. Paladin, for me, like it's S tier personally, but if I'm being objective about it, Rogue, Mage, both are classes which are pretty good counters to Red Paladin, in my opinion at least. So I won't put it in S tier for now. In MOP it will change probably. We'll see. But yeah, it's A tier for now. Elemental shamans, they're it's better definitely. I'll put it in A tier. I think with the totems give a lot of value, and the overall like pressure damage and the heals that you can off heals that you can give like to your team is pretty valuable. So it's definitely like higher than Shadow Priest and Boomy, for example. And there we go. With I don't know, guys. Arms Warrior pretty. If like, it's a high skill cap. If a player doesn't know how to play arms, it's D tier automatically in PvP for me. Like me, for example, I can't play Arms Warrior. I'm not that guy, but I'm not that guy. But like in good hands, and for example, Arms Warrior and Restoration Shaman is one of the most aids comp there is to like involve like overall throughout the history. So I'll definitely put it here for now. But yeah, this is how I like think about how the specs like play out right now, and I like with the like classic WoW overall that there isn't coming any nerfs or big meta changes. Like it is what it is right now, and like this tier list isn't anything you know put in stone. This is just like for memes. I wanted to make my own tier list since I'm now trying to make some content on WoW. So I thought this would be a good video to make. But yeah, definitely like. Well, guys, it's been MacDaggers here, and leave a like and subscribe for more. Peace.